Welcome to the Tea Drop, where the brew is strong and there's lots to talk about. If you've been following this Fandom series, you already know what the fandom problem is. We've been documenting the ways bad fan behavior is actively damaging the relationship between wrestling audience and the industry that serves them. Today we're back. This one is the clearest example we've had yet. A group of people snuck into the US Bank Stadium the night before SummerSlam Night 1, walked backstage, past a live security monitor somehow, hit the floor seats area, and one of them got into the wrestling ring around 2:36 in the morning. And then, stupidly enough, they posted it online. Let's lay out what exactly happened, because the details are what makes this a fandom problem entry and not just a news blip. July 31st, night before SummerSlam Night 1, WWE production crews are still inside the building, ring crew, stage crew, staff on site. This group didn't just slip through a side door and take a photo near the entrance, they went deep. They navigated backstage corridors, they walked past an active security monitoring room, screens runnings, probably some security cameras, and kept going. They reached the stadium floor. One of them got into the wrestling ring. No credentials, no invitation, no permission. As of this recording, WWE has not issued a public statement. US Bank Stadium has not issued a statement. No confirmed arrests or charges have been made public. But the footage is out there. And it already has nearly 750,000 views, apparently. Now, if you're new to our channel and to the Fandom series playlist that we have, here's a thesis in one sentence. The wrestling fan base has a behavior problem, and that problem has real consequences, not just for the individual involved, but for every fan who tries to engage with this industry the right way. We've covered rushes, we've covered harassment, we've covered entitlement culture at live events. But this is the fandom problem reaching a whole new level, because this isn't just bad behavior at an event, this is premeditated. This is organized. This is a group of people who plan to enter a restricted professional venue in the middle of the night and then documented it for content. That is a calculated decision with a camera rolling. And that distinction is important a lot. Here's what makes this entry different from anything we've covered so far in this channel. Most of the fandom problem episodes deal with impulse. Someone loses their head in the moment. Someone reacts badly in real time. This one involves a camera. This one involves posting it. This one is at least in part content creation. And that is a problem that lands specifically on fan content creators, wrestling content creators, any type of content creators at this point. Especially like channels like this one or anyone else that you guys may know or follow. On every independent wrestling journalist, reaction channel, or fan media outlet that has spent years trying to build credibility in this space, WWE has slowly, over time, opened doors to content creators to allow them in. But that access is not a right. It is earned through consistency, professionalism, and trust. When a group uses content creator as a reason to breach a restricted venue and then publish the footage, every company watching draws the same conclusion. And the conclusion is basically this: tighten everything, restrict everything, trust nobody with a camera. That's the fandom problem. Not just what one group did, what one group's actions cost everyone else. Now, we've been tracking this pattern across this entire fandom series we've created on this channel. Each incident on its own looks like a one-off, but when you line them up and then look at it, that is exactly what this series exists to do. The pattern at this point is undeniable. The behavior is escalating, and the response from the industry will escalate eventually to match it. That is not a threat. That is a cause and effect at this point. Now, let's be direct about the consequences of this action. Entering a restricted area of a professional venue without authorization is a criminal trespass. Simple and dirty, to the point. In Minnesota, that carries real legal exposure. They thought they were making content What they actually made was a legal record at this point, and that footage, still live, still circulating, is the evidence itself. Now, every episode of this series ends the same way, with the same question. What does it take for the wrestling fan base to hold itself accountable? Because the industry will protect itself. It will add security. It will reduce access. It will pull back from the fan spaces it has historically welcomed. What it cannot do, what no promotion can do, is police the choices every individual fan makes. That has to come from within the wrestling community. It has to come from creators who refuse to platform stunts like this, from fans who don't share the footage for engagement, from a culture that stops rewarding entitlement with attention. Pro wrestling gave its fans an unusual close relationship with the product. That relationship is being tested as we speak. Every episode of the series becomes a data point to this thought. This one just moved the needle further than anything we've covered before. Now, if you're new here and this is your first Fandom Problem episode, the full playlist is going to be linked in the descriptions for you guys to check it out. Go back to the beginning. The picture gets darker and darker the further you go. Anyway, drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, if the T hit right, hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.